For most of my life, I walked past churches like you'd walk past a dusty museum. Nice architecture, maybe some pretty music, but utterly irrelevant to the real world. I wasn't raised to hate religion, just to ignore it. To be honest, I thought faith was for the weak, a superstitious crutch for those afraid to face the random, cold universe alone. Science was my gospel. Rational explanations were my security blanket. The story I'm about to tell became the earthquake that shattered that security, rewriting not just my beliefs but everything I am. And it started where so many spiritual journeys begin, in pain so deep it left me with nowhere to hide. Life was supposed to be on track, a good job in tech, a long-term relationship, a city apartment, a future that looked, from the outside, well-constructed. But I was a master at hiding what didn't show on social profiles, the gnawing anxiety that woke me in the middle of the night, the ache of meaninglessness after each success, and a loneliness that persisted even surrounded by friends. When the pandemic hit, everything collapsed faster than I ever imagined. I lost my job. My secure savings vanished. My partner left, unable to shoulder my spiral into depression. For months, I drifted, unshaven, barely sleeping, living on takeout and scrolling endlessly through a doom-filled timeline. Therapy helped, a little. Meds dulled the pain, but didn't fill the hole. Then came the dreams. Over and over, I dreamed of being chased, sometimes by faceless shapes, sometimes by loss itself. I woke up breathless at 3 a.m. with a sense that something invisible was suffocating me. If you've ever hit that kind of rock bottom, you know the voice that screams, "Nothing will ever change. No one cares. You're all alone." One night, under the dim blue glow of my laptop, I did something I used to mock. I prayed. My prayer wasn't fancy, just 5 syllables. God, if you're real, show me. There was no flash of light, no voice, just silence. But I fell asleep more quickly than I had in weeks. If you're new here, and you've ever whispered a prayer you didn't believe just because you were desperate, drop a comment right now that says, "Show me, you're not alone." The next morning, I slept past my alarms. When I finally unlocked my phone, YouTube autoplayed a video I'd never searched for. A soft-spoken voice reciting something called the Padre Pio healing prayer. The comments were flooded with hundreds of people testifying to unbelievable miracles: healing from cancer, deliverance from nightmares, peace returning after years of anxiety. I snorted. Surely it was just emotional manipulation. Still, the name stuck with me, Padre Pio. That day, Padre Pio popped up everywhere, on my Instagram Explore page, as a suggested book on Amazon, even graffitied behind a bus stop in my neighborhood. The logical part of my brain said, it's just the algorithm. But something deeper, the part of me not yet jaded by skepticism, felt called out by name. For the next week, I read everything I could about this man. An Italian friar who bore Christ's wounds, stigmata, who prophesied red hearts, did battle with demons, worked what many called miracles. Even my most skeptical side had to admit, there was something different about this Catholic world. Science can explain a lot. Science cannot explain a man whose wounds bled for 50 years. It cannot dismiss hospital-verified healings happening after his intercession. So, on a dare to myself, half challenge, half plea, I decided to pray the Padre Pio prayer every night for a week. The first night I approached it the only way I could, honestly. God, if you're there, if any of this is real, even if just Padre Pio can hear me, help. That night I dreamed again. But the terror wasn't there. Instead, I saw a man in brown robes, face lined with suffering but eyes gentle and burning with love, silently tracing a cross on my forehead as I slept. I woke up crying, for the first time in years, not from fear, but from a deep sense of being known, like being lost in a forest for years only to finally spot a lantern in the darkness. That morning, my phone lit up with a message from a recruiter, 6 weeks after I'd given up on ever working again. A job, remote, decent pay, a team that didn't care that my life was a mess. Something shifted. I called my mom and for the first time in years asked, "Will you pray for me?" She did, in a shaky voice, and confessed she'd been praying for years that God would give me whatever sign I needed. Over the next weeks, change rolled in, small at first. I noticed the angry, constant buzz in my mind softened by minutes in silence. I started getting out of bed before noon. I ate real food, walked outside, even started reading a Bible, at first just to fact-check, but then for comfort. When a panic attack threatened, I'd recite the Padre Pio prayer. Every time, tangible peace followed. But faith, real faith, isn't magic. It didn't erase all my struggles. The doubts returned. I questioned whether I was becoming one of those people who replaced logic with wishful thinking. So I researched more, the science behind miracles, the historical evidence for Jesus' resurrection, the credibility of saints' lives. Instead of the contradictions I expected, I found a radical coherence. Faith isn't the opposite of reason, but its completion. During this period, I found community online, a group called Our Catholic Legacy. People like me, broken, searching, skeptical, but open. We shared our doubts and triumphs, our questions and, yes, even our miracles. Someone challenged me. If you're so curious, why not attend a real Catholic Mass? I was nervous. Would I stand out? Would I be rejected? My doubts whispered, "You don't belong." But one rainy Sunday, I walked into a neighborhood church. To my surprise, no one looked twice at me. The priest smiled. A woman in her 80s handed me a rosary and whispered, "Sit with me, child." The Mass began. The music was solemn, prayerful. The gospel reading hit me like a bullet. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." My eyes burned. For the first time since childhood, I prayed, truly prayed, kneeling, crying, heart wide open. "God, whatever you want, I'm yours." That was the breaking point, or maybe the healing point. I didn't see angels or hear voices, but I knew I had been found. Faith became less about dogmas to memorize and more about a person to know. Over time, I learned to love the rosary, to trust the prayers of saints, to feel at home in the Mass. If you're still skeptical, you don't have to leap, just take a step. Hit subscribe, and join thousands taking this journey together, one honest question at a time. Post "Show me" in the comments if any part of this speaks to your heart. Your struggle matters. You're not alone. But don't just stop at this video. If you're ready to try what changed my life forever, look for the pinned comment with a link to The Most Powerful Prayers of Padre Pio. This ebook opened a door I'd slammed closed for years. It might just do the same for you. Prayer isn't superstition. It's a conversation that begins with doubt and ends with hope. Over the next months, my life didn't become perfect. Some friendships faded. Some family members were confused. But I never felt alone again. My heart burns to tell anyone lost in skepticism, you're not too far gone. Even in your doubts, God listens. His saints intercede. Miracles are possible. Most often, the miracle is simply the return of hope. Looking back, I see how every moment of desperation, Every job lost, every sleepless night, every chance encounter with Padre Pio was an invitation, not to join a club or bury my questions, but to become truly alive. Faith reconnected me with purpose, with people who love me, with a peace that science can't bottle and self-help can't guarantee. It's not easy. Easy answers never satisfy. But after all my searching, I discovered that the truth isn't afraid of your questions. It welcomes them. So here's my challenge to you. Tonight, turn off your notifications. Find a quiet place. Whisper, "God, if you are there, show me." Be honest, be raw, then pick up the Padre Pio prayer. Try it, skeptically if you must, for 7 nights. Record what happens. Share your story in the comments. And if you're ready for your own miracle, don't wait. Get the most powerful prayers of Padre Pio at the link pinned below. People say miracles don't happen anymore, but they do, quietly, stubbornly, where hope and surrender meet. This is our Catholic legacy, a faith built not on perfection but on the courage to seek, to pray, and to get up when you fall. Join us. Your story starts tonight.